Hi, welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm going to be making focaccia bread. This is going to go along with our Sunday dinner, which is pot of sauce, meatballs, sausage, and some macaroni. So we like to have a little bread. Sometimes I'll make garlic bread. Today I want to make focaccia bread. So let's get started. I have 2 cups of warm water. And to that I'm going to be adding 2 teaspoons of yeast, dry active yeast. Okay. Now just a quick tip, I keep my yeast in the freezer. This was packaged July last year in 21. I double Ziploc it and then I just throw it in the freezer and it works great. I've never had a problem. It lasts just forever. Okay, so that's 2 teaspoons of yeast, and we're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar. Let's just give that a mix. Okay, and then we just leave that alone. Okay, so while we're waiting for the yeast to bloom, we get ourselves a bowl. Now I'm going to be adding, here I have 5 cups of sifted flour. I'm only going to add 4 to the bowl. The 5th cup is to knead it on the countertop when we knead it. So let's just put that in there. Okay, and to that I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of salt, give that a mix, and as soon as that blooms we'll add that in, and we'll add a couple of teaspoons of olive oil. As you can see, the yeast has bloomed nicely. Works great in the freezer, perfect for storage. Alright, so we're going to take our yeast and water, pour it right in to the flour. Alright, then we're going to take about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we still have a cup of flour left in here, so we're just going to, with our hands, you could use a spoon, whatever you like. I'm just going to start mixing it up. Okay, let's get some more flour. Oops. Just keep mixing. So we don't want a very wet dough, but we want a nice soft dough. So that's why we're only going to add that flour in a little bit at a time. Okay, let me just get the dough off my hands. Okay, so what we're going to do, just make sure my counter is dry. Put a little flour down. Take our dough out. Okay, you just want to work it for a little bit. If it gets too sticky, you just add some more flour. Alright, so I've put it back in the bowl. I added some olive oil. I'm going to add some more on top. Alright, we're going to put this in a warm, dark place. I'm going to cover it with my cloth. And we're going to let it rest for about an hour. Okay, it's been 1 hour since we made the dough. Okay, so it's doubled in size. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get a pan that we want to cook it in. Going to throw some olive oil on top. We're going to put some olive oil on our hands. Oops, and also some in the pan. You want to be generous on the bottom. Okay, let's just cover our hands. Now I'm just going to take the dough out, put it right onto the pan, and we're just going to start stretching it with our fingers, poking down, making little wells. That's where the olive oil is going to pool. Pushing it around. What it does is it dimples the bread. Okay, just rinse my hands. Okay, so now what I'd like to put on mine is onions and garlic. So I have a small onion that I've chopped. Okay, I'm just going to throw it into a measuring cup, bowl, whatever you have. I want to cover the onion with oil, olive oil. I have thinly sliced onion. We're just looking to coat it. You could put anything you want on your focaccia. You have olives, black, green, anything you'd like. I like onion. Okay, now we have chopped up garlic. Sprinkle that around, however much you like. So I'm going to add a little salt to the top. All right. And we're just going to drizzle a little bit more olive oil on top. This is basically a pizza dough recipe, just with focaccia. It's a lot of olive oil in it. Alright, so we're going to put the oven on at 400 and we're going to bake it until it's golden brown. And here's the focaccia right out of the oven. I hope you give this recipe a try. This is the onion and garlic. Like I said, you can put anything on it, tomatoes, you can put olives, anything that you enjoy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.